The college football playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Back to throw. It's Sellers. The sure hands. It's Harbor. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. At the 10 now. Touchdown, South Carolina, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the score South Carolina 7, Nebraska 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Quarterback operating an empty set. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air, it's Wyola. First play taken, a deep shot. And it's hauled in way downfield. Bursts into space. Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
was the point after attempt. And it's up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense is back out there on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
That completion makes it second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Wideouts now clustered. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
He finds some space. He's in the clear. Past the 20. Inside the 10. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset or control it. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback, is definitely frustrated. What a great job by the quarterback, seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Touchdown, Huskers. A great catch and run for 6. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Touchdowns in their last possessions. To throw, it's Sellers. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Checks this down to the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Designed quarterback run. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, these are the kind of... You practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And the Gamecocks pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Jacobs. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And looking to throw now on first down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. A quick throw out left, complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The Gamecocks are on the move here.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. Throws it to the right. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's down at the 3-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Gamecocks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, South Carolina. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
To throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. The pass rush gets home. The Huskers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
That's the second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drive. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Offense is back out there on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
With the catch, it's Jacobs. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Here he goes. Inside the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. The Gamecocks looking to run some tempo here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback, quick throw to his right. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Nebraska His offense is back out on the field. Passing it was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw. It's Raiola. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturned the previous ruling on the field. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. And the Huskers will line up on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. The Cornhuskers looking to cash in this red zone trip. First down, looking to throw the football. Pass caught, can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up at the 17-yard line. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now here comes the bunch formation. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First out at their own 43. Suddenly they're no longer backed up at near midfield after that one explosive play. Snags a good throw. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. QB keeper all the way. He breaks breaks free.
What a weapon this quarterback is. He can throw the football. We know he can run. But with this kind of speed, he doesn't just take off. He can pick up big chunks of yards like this here.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. He's got it in the open. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Boy, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The Gamecocks line it up with 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Throw to the running back in the flat. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Receiver makes the grab, and they will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Before halftime. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Raiola. A deep shot to the left side. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Gamecocks will kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Nebraska offense back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Hart over the middle. It's Nelson. Breaks into the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Huskers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Oh, he breaks free. The pocket breaking down. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they jump on top here in the second half. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Extra point try coming now. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Now, instead of a nice gain, we're going backwards with that penalty call. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Gets rid of it on the move. That's caught. It's Hunter. And the defense wraps him up.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Fights up the defender. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the defense bringing out some big touchdown, Nebraska. Still no answer for this offensive machine. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's going to take a shot down the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
New center downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Looking deep down the left side. Pulls it in outside the 10. He's still running. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This offense is still clicking.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Set up for the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This has got fun. A bunch of scoring back and forth in the second half. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well-designed play here on this dagger route. Looked like everything was in play. Unfortunately, the timing off between the quarterback and that vertical seam.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Cook, they had a month to get ready for this pitch-and-catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear, big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Bell. He tackled at the 17. Strong. By the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This has been a fun offensive showdown. Back and forth. Who's going to get the ball last and win it? To the air. It's Raiola. The receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This has become a scoring fest in the second half. Looks like the last team with the ball is going to win it. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Brown. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. Wants to throw it. Finds his man, it's Jacobs. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
When this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him.
Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. This offense really clicking.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score. South Carolina, 63. Nebraska, 49.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Grab down the middle, it's Johnson. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
Nice catch made out of a slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kurt.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
It's complete. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And it's South Carolina in the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. It's a quick round. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Finding space at the 20. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Huskers.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
defense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Minimal gain right down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
Here comes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Caught in the flat by the running back. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and prep.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Still no answer for this offense. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
South Carolina, 70. Nebraska, 56.
Return starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He's in the clear. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Nebraska. This offense cannot be stopped.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
See if they can convert the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Grinding away with a running game. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The short completion with the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Cannot get the throw up. He's taken down with a huge play at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? They're moving the receiver now before the snap. He keeps it on a design run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? He hands it off from the gun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some